Hello everyone. Welcome to MD's I Law channel where every case is clear. Today we are going to discuss AIBE 17 paper part 5. Let's get started. 40th question is, the primary GST slabs for any regular taxpayers are presently pegged at. The correct option is C, 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. This is the current GST rate structure for regular taxpayers in India. 41st question is, specified person, under Right to Fair Compensation and Transparency in Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act, 2013 means any person other than dash. The correct option is D, all of these. According to the Right to Fair Compensation and Transparency in Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act, 2013, Section 46, specified person means any person other than the following. Appropriate government, government company, association of persons or trust or society wholly or partially aided by the appropriate government or controlled by the appropriate government. The term specified person is used in the context of consent requirement for land acquisition for private entities or public-private partnership projects. The Act states that such land acquisition can only take place if the consent of at least 80% of the affected families has been obtained through a process of social impact assessment. The Act also provides for higher compensation, rehabilitation and resettlement benefits, and transparency in the land acquisition process. 42nd question is, who shall be the Registrar of Trademarks for the purposes of Trademarks Act, 1999? The correct option is A, Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademarks. According to the Trademarks Act, 1999, Section 3, the Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademarks, appointed under subsection 1 of Section 3 of the Patents Act, 1970, shall be the Registrar of Trademarks for the purposes of this Act. 43rd question is, which one of the following is not a type of IPR? The correct option is D, historical indications. This is not a type of IPR because there is no such term as historical indications. The correct term is geographical indications, which are a type of IPR that identify a product as originating from a specific place where a given quality, reputation or other characteristic of the product is essentially attributable to its geographical origin. For example, Darjeeling tea, basmati rice, and champagne are products that have geographical indications. 44th question is, in which of the following cases it was decided that a contract with minor is void? The correct option is C, Mohori Bibi versus Dharmodas Ghosh. This is the landmark case that established that a contract with a minor is void in India. According to the web search results, the case involved a minor who mortgaged his property to a money lender and later sued to cancel the mortgage. The court held that the minor's agreement was void and he was not liable to return the money he had received. Option Akalal versus Carbolic Smoke Ball Co. is a famous case on offer and acceptance. Option B Chinni versus Ramaya is a case on privity of contract. And option D Harvey versus Facey is a case on an offer and an invitation to offer. 45th question is, which of the following are correct with respect to declaratory decrees under the Specific Relief Act, 1963? The correct option is C, both. Section 34 of the said Act deals with it, and it is discretionary in nature. According to Section 34 of the Specific Relief Act, 1963, any person entitled to any legal character, or to any right as to any property, may institute a suit against any person denying, or interested to deny, his title to such character or right, and the court may in its discretion make therein a declaration that he is so entitled, and the plaintiff need not in such suit ask for any further relief. This section enables a person to have his right or legal character declared by a court of law and thus get rid of the cloud from his legal character or right. 46th question is, by which of the following Amendment Act of 1985, anti-defection law was added in the Constitution of India? The correct option is B, 52nd Constitutional Amendment. The anti-defection law was added to the Constitution of India by the 52nd Amendment Act of 1985, which inserted the 10th schedule in the Constitution. The law was enacted to prevent legislators from changing parties for personal or political motives, and to ensure the stability of the government. The law lays down the grounds and process for disqualification of MPs and MLAs on the basis of defection. The law also allows for the merger of parties if at least 2/3 of the members of a party agree to the merger. The law was further strengthened by the 91st Amendment Act of 2003, which added some more provisions to prevent defection. 47th question is, in which one of the following cases the Supreme Court decided that a constitutional amendment is a law within the meaning of Article 13(2), and therefore if it violates any of the fundamental rights it may be declared void? The correct option is D. Golaknath versus State of Punjab. In this case, the Supreme Court decided that a constitutional amendment is a law within the meaning of Article 13(2), and therefore if it violates any of the fundamental rights it may be declared void. The court overruled its previous judgments in Shankari Prasad versus Union of India and Sajjan Singh versus State of Rajasthan, where it had held that constitutional amendments are not subject to judicial review and are outside the scope of Article 13(2). 48th question is very simple. Uniform Civil Code in India is. The correct option is B. Directive Principles of State Policy. Uniform Civil Code is a proposal to replace the personal laws based on the scriptures and customs of each major religious community in India with a common set of laws governing every citizen. These laws are distinguished from public law and cover marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption, and maintenance. UCC is explicitly mentioned in Part 4, Article 44 of the Indian Constitution, which states, "The state shall endeavour to secure for the citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India." Article 44 is one of the directive principles of state policy, which are guidelines for the state to follow while framing laws and policies. Note, unlike the fundamental rights, the directive principles of state policy are not enforceable by any court, but they are considered fundamental in the governance of the country. 49th question is, as per Article 16, no citizen shall, on grounds only of dash or any of them, be ineligible for, or discriminated against in respect of, any employment or office under the state. The correct option is A. Religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, residence. This is because Article 16 of the Indian Constitution states that no citizen shall be discriminated on grounds only of these factors or any of them in matters of public employment or office under the state. These are the same grounds as mentioned in Article 15, which prohibits discrimination on general grounds. However, Article 16 also includes residence as a ground of discrimination, which is not covered by Article 15. This is to ensure that citizens from different states or regions have equal access to public services and offices in any part of the country. 50th question. The minimum number of judges who are to sit for the purpose of deciding any case involving a substantial question of law as to the interpretation of this constitution or for the purpose of hearing any reference under Article 143 shall be dash. The correct option is D. 5. According to Article 145(3) of the Constitution of India, the minimum number of judges who are to sit for the purpose of deciding any case involving a substantial question of law as to the interpretation of this Constitution or for the purpose of hearing any reference under Article 143 shall be 5. This clause ensures that the Supreme Court gives due importance and consideration to the cases that involve constitutional matters or presidential references. It also allows the court to refer any such question to a larger bench if the court hearing an appeal consists of less than 5 judges. Till now we have covered 50 questions and lot to go. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like it and share it to your friends and AIBE aspirants. Do not forget to comment below if you have any doubts and suggestions on this video and subscribe our MD's iLaw channel. See you soon. Bye.